Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the Bullion News of the Week. It is Sunday, November 17th, and I'm only going to cover two or three things this morning, but I think all of which are worth your attention. Okay, a quick recap of the gold flowing hair. No more have come out from the initial 6 to 7,000 released. Although we did have news in one of the blogs here that 500 were sold at the Baltimore Coin Show. There is a video of an unboxing of someone who was there. That's in the chat room if you want to take a look at that unboxing. This is, without a doubt, one of the most beautiful gold coins that has ever been produced by the U.S. Mint. You can call it the flying chicken, you can call it, whatever you want, but this coin is going to be in high demand forever. Okay, that's my stance on that. And if you think these prices are coming down, you may catch a dip over the next couple of weeks here. But I predict this coin will be a $5,000 to $6,000, maybe even higher coin in raw form. Okay, graded. I don't want to play the grading game, but I do believe that this coin is an outstanding buy and hold if you can get your hands on one. And maybe at some point they will release more. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going on the record. If you sell yours now, if you got one, if you were so fortunate and you sell it now, I think you're making a mistake. And come back in a year and see if I'm right or not. Okay, now let's move on a little bit more. The second thing I want to cover is gold and silver and where they are. Now, I don't have the TradingView account, and this is GLD. It is a paper product, but I want you to take note of where gold is sitting on the 100-day moving average. The 200-day would be lower. But I think we're ready for a bounce. If you want to do buying, I think you should do it pretty darn soon here. I'm not saying that bounce will take us to new highs immediately, and we could resume a downtrend after that bounce. But the 100-day moving average for both gold, and here we are on, this is SLV. Again, don't look at the prices. The 100-day, we're right on the 100-day moving average for SLV or silver as well. It would be an excellent time for a bounce. Now, this is happening as the markets are selling off, and who knows? The Fed could intervene with these extremely high long rates. They could start buying bonds again and drop that rate down from where it is, and then that may not happen. Okay, so I believe it is a good time to pick up some gold and silver. Okay, you do what you want. Now, I want to point your attention also, I guess this is number 3, to an excellent video this morning from Brent Johnson, the milkshake guy, and I think he is, 80% of the time, I think he's spot on. And he's making a lot of money in these markets by being spot on. And I do suggest you watch this video. I'll put a link into the description of this video. It's called Dollars and Gold in a World Gone Mad. Just released 2 hours ago. Okay, but if you want to know what's going on, you move away from the rhetoric, move away from the long-term, speculation, which we all agree with. But if you want to know what's happening right now as a result of the elections, having to do with the stronger dollar, the higher 10-year, the tariffs, etc. And he will also point out gold and silver sitting at that 100-day moving average, which would be a dangerous place to stay short if you were someone that was doing that. So please watch this video and increase your knowledge about what's really happening, not just how we feel about what's happening. Okay, and now I want to move on to the last thing, and this is something I mentioned the other day that I'm digging into, and let me get over here. Okay, we are on the very annoying US Mint website, and I want to draw your attention to the uncirculated coin sets. Now, Son of a Silver Stacker, another great channel on YouTube, is way smarter about this stuff than I am. But from time to time, there's something that I want to get involved in that is not silver, and this is it. Okay, the uncirculated coin sets from the US Mint look like, do I have those here? They look like this. Okay, there's no silver or gold in them, and for $29 you can get both of these 2024 uncirculated coin sets with a mintage of 190,000. All right, now I'm going to show you why this may be a good set to collect in bulk. If you want to. Cumulative sales so far are 143,000, so about 45,000 sets to sell as of October 28th. And so why pick up the uncirculated coin set? Well, a couple things are happening. Now, I believe the Kennedy half dollar is in its last year, so that would be nice to have. I believe also the nickel. Okay, and you may want the women's quarters. I don't collect those, but you may want the women's quarters as well. But the Jefferson nickel is really the story of the year. And again, go back to Sun's videos to find out more about that. But what's happening with the nickel is, let me see if I have the nickel production. Okay, to the extent that this is accurate, and I can't promise it is, but I want you to look at the production of nickels. We are at 69 million nickels produced so far, and it's nearly the end of the year. Now let's go back to 2023 and see how many they made. In 2023, they made 1.4 billion nickels. Okay? That is, what is that, about 5 times higher than 2024. Now that, they could come out with a whole bunch of nickels here tomorrow, but here we are at 69 million versus 1.3, 1.4 billion. They are not making very many nickels, okay? Matter of fact, they are making so few nickels that, as I've said over and over again, go down to your bank and pick up nickels. And if you get the rolls of nickels, we'll get over to eBay here very quickly. Well, here's what the uncirculated coin sets are selling for. These are sold listings. They're selling for $39.95 on eBay. Go figure that when you can buy them for $29. Use your PayPal account, save 3%, and if you have the loyalty option, you won't even get charged for shipping. But there's an immediate $10 profit there on these sets on eBay. Why, I couldn't tell you, but here is part of the story. Now, in 2024, since the mintage is so low, when people are finding these at the bank, here is $240 for 2 rolls of nickels. And there are some die set cracks and whatnot. Here is $89 for 1 roll of 2024 Ds. Now, and you can sell them one by one for $4 if you find them. That is obviously circulated. Here is a 2024 PCGS MS66 Jefferson nickel for $22 for 1 nickel. Here is another graded nickel for $39, full steps. I don't know if you'll get full steps or not. $40 for a nickel in very high grade, MS65. And here's another one for $59. Okay, you get my meaning here? So when you go back to this set, the highest quality circulating nickels are distributed in these coin sets. Because if they go through the process and they get rolled up and, maybe you get a nice one, maybe you don't. But in these sets, people will probably be cutting them out and selling them. They could also cut out the women's quarters and sell those as a one-off. And then a lot of people are buying the last year. I'm pretty sure it's the last year of the Kennedy half dollar. So that's what I want to leave you with. I think that this will be a good long-term hold for circulating coinage with no precious metals in it. Although the nickel does have copper and nickel in it, and you can go to your bank and get a $100 box of those, and I believe that that'll improve over time as well, just the metal content, base metal content. But I'm talking about stacking circulating coins for the future, especially if they're gearing down nickels, maybe to reduce them, maybe to eliminate them, maybe to turn them into zinc. I imagine they could make those out of zinc if they wanted to. So I don't know, I am not a numismatic expert and certainly not an expert on circulating coinage, But I wanted to bring this to your attention, and those are the three stories I wanted to share with you. What do you think, and how you doing this weekend? I hope you have a great Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow. And if you want to get over to my website, bestsilvergolddeals.com, you can pick up deals all day long. Just click the links and find out where the cheapest stuff is being sold, and even on eBay, where you can use your 3% PayPal credit cards, and so forth. And yeah, if you want to do some buying, do some buying. If you want to wait for lower prices, that's okay too. But I don't know. I think we're ready for a bounce here. We will see. See you tomorrow.